Hey everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about what to do or how you should proceed after you get scammed. Now, to explain things as far as tech talk is concerned, there are a couple of differences between being hacked and being scammed. When your devices are hacked, that means it's someone, meaning you, have allowed someone to get into your device so that they can steal valuable information. Now, what we're talking about today is if you fall for a cybersecurity scam and what things you need to do in order to make sure that you mitigate the damage that occurs when you have been scammed. Yes, you definitely need to do several things to stop the domino effect of things that can occur if you become scammed by those nasty cyber criminals out there. And there are a variety of things that are a variety of ways that you can be scammed. And so it's important that you address the right, what's the word that I'm looking for? I'm looking for the right channel that needs to happen if you get scammed a particular way. And how does that work? Well, let's take a look at the variety of ways that you can be scammed. So let's say that you are scammed with a money sharing app like Money App or Venmo or even PayPal. Those can happen. So what do you do? Well, a lot of these are going to involve calling directly to the app that you were scammed through. So let's say it happened through Venmo. So you immediately need to contact customer service at Venmo and let them know that you've been scammed and what method were you scammed. Was it an email? Was it a voice message? Or was it a text message that this scam came through? Because these large companies keep track of these scams via a large database so that they can help modify their software and to alert their customer base that there is a particular scam going on. So you need to let them know immediately how you were scammed. And I'm going to repeat this a lot, make sure that you're keeping emails or screenshots of the messages that are coming through and keep track of what methods that you used in order to fall for the scam process. Now, the next one's kind of tricky because it can work two ways. Should have put financial institutions up there, but we'll put bank account to kind of let people know let you know what the heck I'm talking about. So let's talk about your financial accounts when it comes to the whole scamming process. Now, with bank accounts, debit card accounts, credit card accounts, it's almost the same process that goes on with these things. And let's start with debit cards because a lot of you out there are probably using debit cards to do all your stuff. And let's say you have a scam where criminals either get into your debit or credit card account. Well, we'll just say debit card account for this instance, and you have a lot of money lost. Now, most people think that money is gone. Now, in a lot of instances, your financial institution with the debit card may refund your money, but it's going to take a lot longer than, say, if your credit card was compromised. Because credit cards have a little bit leeway. A debit card's basically like you're carrying around a plastic checking account with you, which I hope you know this by now. But the thing that you need to watch out with to help avoid scams is sometimes businesses or legitimate businesses will come up with a scam in order to get you to purchase something using your credit or debit card. Now, if you agree to the purchase, then you're going to have a hard time getting that information back because you've agreed to the services or the products that you were scammed out of. So it's always buyer beware when purchasing items, and make sure that you have a clear mind when it comes to some of these scams out there. To go back a few steps as far as scams are concerned, most cyber scams are socially engineered, which means that criminals create ways to make you panic to whatever scam is going on. So if it's a process where a criminal is contacting you because you owe money on merchandise that you may or may not have purchased, your first thought of mine is that you don't want to be indebted to this company, and you want to make things right. So you immediately give them a debit or credit card. And I'm messing my words up today. But you have to take a step back and think, did I purchase this item? Why is this email or text message or phone call coming in? Before you give out your information. But if you realize that you have been scammed, make sure that you call your financial institution immediately. Find out what the company name is, who the representative that you talk to, and in a lot of instances, thousands of other people have fallen for the same scam. So it is probably going to work in your favor as far as getting a refund. I shouldn't say that as far as I'm using that too much. You should be able to get a refund when it comes to your credit card or debit card. Next is wire scams, Western Union. I can't think of some of the other companies. Leave in the comment section below if you can help me out, but we're live, so I'll look at it later and know. But wire fraud scams are pretty prevalent too. Let's say that you have been catfished. You met the Tinder swindler or the Facebook swindler, and they're wanting you to wire them funds. Again, contact the wiring company and let them know that you have been scammed. Normally, when you wire funds, it's too late. The person already has it on their end, but these wiring companies need to know that these scams or the individual that you're talking to exist so that other people don't get scammed. One of the things that happens with scams is that people like yourself become embarrassed that they fell for a scam. Like, oh my God, how can I be so stupid? And it's kind of a big deal, but it's really not, because criminals, again, use social engineering tactics to tug on those emotional strings, those heartstrings, or your panic button to make you fall for some of the scams out there. But report it to the proper people so that they can get things taken care of. Now, the next one's a little bit harder to deal with, and that's with gift cards. Gift cards are kind of non-refundable because once you transfer your money to a gift card, it is on that gift card. But I'm here to tell you that companies understand that these scams are going on. So it's a good idea to go ahead and call the gift card company to let them know that you have been scammed. I like the way I said that. Scammed. And hopefully they can refund your money. But in a lot of instances, they won't. Now, even after you have been scammed, there are other things that you need to do in order to make sure that your accounts are safe. Because in your absence of mind of freaking out to whatever scam that the cyber criminal or crook has put over you, you may have given out more information than you realize. So there are things that you need to do to make sure that you can limit the amount that you're going to get scammed in the future, or you will eliminate it entirely. So what should you do? Well, number one is, reset all your passwords. I know that kind of sounds like a no-brainer, but many people don't think about that. A lot of you are like, oh, well, I got scammed. Oh, well. But you need to reset those passwords for probably a lot of your online accounts, especially if you're using the same password for all of your online accounts. And I know that happens out there. Or maybe you're using passwords that tie into you socially, that people can find on social media and use again to gather information about you to get into your online accounts or get access to you. So reset your passwords for whatever method it was, or just reset them all, because that's a good idea to do that. And another thing, perhaps stop using passwords and start using passphrases. Now, passphrases are passwords that are created using a variety of words, either 2 or 4 series of words to create a passphrase. And one of the best sites to use, which I'm bringing up so I can show you, is a website called useapassphrase.com. And here it is. Useapassphrase.com is a website that you can use to create a secure passphrase. Let me get rid of that YouTube video. I was listening to music before I did this. So use a passphrase is simple. So a passphrase would be either these 4 words that are highlighted or maybe 2 of these words. So you could use abrasion trusting or abrasion stove or salt trusting or salt abrasion or stove trusting. You get the gist of it, I hope, right? You can also generate a new passphrase, and the approximate crack time is so long that it would take a criminal many lifetimes to figure out what your passphrase is. So remember, passphrase is the new password, and you should use these on a regular basis as far as your passwords are concerned for your online accounts. Now, let's say that the scam involved your credit card. Let's say you have everything you need, so you probably should go through and freeze your credit, which is a good idea because it prevents criminals from going in and doing things with your credit, like buying, like they used to say on The Price is Right, a brand new car, which I think they still do say, or a brand new yacht, or even a house. But freeze that credit so criminals can't steal your identity. Another thing you want to do with your accounts, your online accounts, is to turn on two-step or two-factor authentication. How does this work? Well, for all of your online accounts, you have the option to add in the two-step authentication. So think of 2 moves to log into your accounts. You log in at the website on your smartphone or on your computer to a website. Once you log in, especially from an unknown location, your your two-step authentication will pop up and verify that it's you logging into your online account. This process deters a lot of scams from becoming, because sometimes criminals will not necessarily call you with the scam, but trick you out of your username and passwords for your online accounts or your bank accounts or even your cellular account. Imagine that. So the 2-step comes in and makes sure that you are who you say you are and you're the one logging into your accounts, and it will keep your online account safe. So enable it. Another thing you probably should do if you become scammed is sign up for some type of fraud alert service, such as LifeLock or Legal Shield, or any service that's going to monitor your credit to ensure that if there is a problem with your accounts in the future, you will get an alert and you can take action immediately. You should also consider credit alerts or fraud alerts on your financial service accounts, like for your credit cards, your debit cards, and any financial account that you deal with. Now, keep in mind that most financial institutions have top-of-the-line security to keep your banking accounts and other financial accounts safe and secure. But there's nothing wrong with turning on a fraud alert and downloading the app to your smartphone, so whenever there is an unauthorized purchase on one of your financial accounts or unauthorized activity, that you will know firsthand. Also, make sure in the case of a data breach and your information has been leaked, that you enroll in credit monitoring services as well, because it's needed. It really is. Another thing that you can do, I love how I said and I haven't said the whole video, is to visit Have I Been Pwned to make sure that you're safe from other threats out there. What is Have I Been Pwned? And I always have to do a demo of this website whenever I talk about it, because it doesn't really make sense. So I've got to search for my browser over my mic, and I need to bring up a browser so I can show you how to use haveibeenpwned.com. It is a beautiful website, and I have it up so we can work through it together. Have I Been Pwned? You can put in your email address. And why is email important? Because most of you are using your email address to sign into your online account. You want to make sure that it's not on the dark web. So what you would do is go to haveibeenpwned.com, put in your email address or your phone number if you think it's been leaked, and it will let you know if it's been pwned. So I'll show you the good side of it by putting in our old company email address from years ago at integralcc.com. We'll hit pwnage and oh no, it's been pwned. I like using that voice. But it shows when the breach occurred, which was back in February of 2017. Lets me know that I need to go through and change my password for that account, meaning the Yahoo account, and any other accounts that I use that same password. Phone number, we'll put in Integral's phone number. Just to give an example, how did this criminal get my number to scam me? You can put it in there. We'll put, oh, good news, no pwnage found. So our number is not floating on the dark web, but it's floating everywhere else because you can definitely Google call Integral now or call Google Integral, find our number. But anyway, that's how the process works with Have I Been Pwned? And that process allows you to find out if criminals got your information on the dark web in order to carry out the scam. Now, finally, you probably should contact law enforcement and even the Federal Trade Commission. That doesn't mean you need to march to their building, but that means that you do need to contact law enforcement to kind of let them know that you were scammed, how you were scammed, and what method. And there's a little they can do, but the FTC does have a database of all the different cyber scams that are going on. So why not add to it or find out a little bit more about the method that you were scammed so that you can get more information to help protect yourself in the future and to help protect your friends. So with that said, I hope I was able to answer some of those questions of what you need to do if you get scammed. But overall, if you get scammed, don't be embarrassed about it. Make sure that you take the steps, contact an IT-friendly professional like yours truly, because I'm here to help, so that I can give you direct steps as far as what you need to do if you have been scammed. And if you've got comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below me. Let's look down at them. Oh, I see all those comments down there. Hey, comment people. I had to be a little silly. And I should lift my head up because you can see my ring lights when I do that. Or ring light. So I got to stare right at the camera so that you can look right into my eyes and know that I am here and ready to help you out. And speaking of which, you can help me out by sharing this video with your friends and family and other people that you know that struggle with technology in their life. So it doesn't matter what platform you're watching this video on, be sure to share, like, even subscribe. And that way you will get the latest information as far as videos and other things that I do. So my goal as a technology expert is to open you up to a whole new world of experiences and ideas that will allow you to get more from the technology in your life. I love technology. I've read all the manuals and I'm serious about making technology fun, safe, and easy to use for everyone. So please take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile. And as always, thanks for watching.